One of the great questions is to think, what do you do for a great business turnaround? Sometimes you're going to find yourself in a sales slump. You might have heaps of listings, but they're simply just not selling. Or the other way around, you don't have any listings, and if you could just get one, you know that ultimately it would fly out the door. So what are the things that you do to go and really get yourself in a position for a great business turnaround? Well, it's always about going back to the core of what a phenomenal real estate agent does, which is about getting back into routine. And that's about thinking about going to bed early, to wake up early, looking after your body in terms of your movement, getting nutrition great, but then making that decision to get that first 45-minute call session done at the start of every business day. Nothing happens in business until the first sale is made. And the first sale that's made every day is in booking the appointment. Really, the skill set is to make sure that you're out there and you're in front of people. And the more people that you're in front of, the more likely it is that you're going to sign an agency agreement or a contract of sale. What's critical in every single great business turnaround is thinking about the data that you've already got access to. Now, a lot of people in real estate are either building their data or ultimately they're working the data they've already got. Or if you're seriously good, you start thinking about what are you doing to build relationship and then what are you doing to work the relationships that you've already got. The skill set is about thinking differently around what it is that you do. And you might say, for example, well, the best data set that you've got is every market appraisal that you've ever been to. So rather than prejudging a list, what we do is we get a list of every market appraisal you've ever done on the inside of your entire career. And when we get your call, every single one of them. Hi, Hannah, it's Josh Fegan. I thought I'd give you a quick call. You might remember we popped out, we gave an idea of the value of your place. How have things progressed? What are the next steps? How can I help? And if I had a buyer, could I mention your place or should I sell them something else? It's simple dialogue, it's clean, and it's really effective in getting conversion. Because what you've got to realize is that no one's situation actually stays static. And if you really think about the key reasons why people make the decision to move, whether or not it's a job relocation, a growing family, a deceased estate, or maybe a developer that needs to sell some existing stock, whatever it is that you're doing, you've got to understand that those problems don't stand still. Our job is to ultimately understand what those problems are so that naturally we can go and bring those people to market. Really, the number one skill of what we do when we work with people during our intense coaching programs is that we get them back on the phones and doing one 45-minute call session every business day. In week 2, we get them to 2 call sessions every day. By week 3, we get them to 3 call sessions every day. What we learn during the course of running that program is that naturally it's about really getting in and actually controlling your calendar. And what you realize pretty quickly is that there will be days in the week where there'll be plenty of interruptions. Whether or not it be a sales meeting, a training session, something that's going on, a public holiday, whatever it is. So then you really realize the importance of a clear day, a day that doesn't have any interruptions at all. And what you can do is then ultimately get on the phone and really push for growth because naturally you're creating more opportunity. It's always about the energy that you bring to the calls, the quality of the dialogue, asking the question and actually getting in for that close to go and book the appointment. So if you're in a position that ultimately you're not performing at your absolute best right now, get yourself back into the winning position by meeting more people more often. But most importantly, by making sure that you're doing everything that you can so that then you can ultimately go and play at your absolute best. You are literally 1, 2, or 3 listings away from a completely different level of energy. And now more than ever before is the time to really go for growth. Make that decision to go pro. Let's get you back on the track to success. And most importantly, let's get the momentum back so you can get out there and you can start winning again. That's all it takes, a good quality mindset and the decision to ultimately put yourself back in the dress circle of getting on the phones and getting in front of customers.